Good morning. I hope everybody is having a super awesome Saturday morning. I am just getting going here this morning. I'm going to be recording our video for our Hostess Club that took place last weekend, and this is the card that we made. It is called a large double display card, and I got this idea off of from Mixed Up Crafts. So thank you for posting your video and allowing me to learn how to do this. So let's go ahead, and so this is the belly band, cute. And then this is, I don't even know if it'll all fit in the screen. Oh, it's upside down. Let me turn it around. There we go. Okay, so it doesn't even all fit in the screen area. So that's how wide it is. So I'm so excited. So this is about 24 inches long. And I'm going to tell you, the ladies last week had a blast making this card. So we're going to go slow, and we're going to take every step by step. Okay, so I'm going to just set this card up in front of me. And we're going to start off with making our base, and that is from one 12 by 12 sheet of cardstock. Okay. Grab my paper trimmer here. So we are going to cut this first. First we're going to do the scoring because all the scoring is the same. So we're going to score this at 2 inches. Make sure I have my blade up out of the way. 2 inches, 4 inches, 8 inches, and 10 inches. All right, so I have the whole sheet scored. Now I'm going to rotate it so my score marks are going across the page, and I'm going to cut this at 6 inches. Okay, so now they're both scored. But we are not done there. We are going to, so I'm going to line this edge of my paper up with the 1 inch mark right here. And I'm going to cut from the 2 inch score mark down to 6 inches. And I know there's not a score mark at 6 inches, but we will be adding that one in a minute. Excuse my head if it gets in the way. Okay. Then I'm going to just slide my paper over to the 1 inch mark on this side. And I'm going to go, notice I didn't move my blade. I'm going to go from the 6 inch mark up to the 2 inch mark. Just like that. So I have 2 slits. Okay? I'm going to do that same technique to the other side. So lining it up at the 1 inch mark, 2 to 6, open, move this to the 1 inch mark on this side, close, 6 to 2. All right. Now I'm going to take my score blade and I'm going to score this at 6 inches from the top to the slit and from the bottom to the slit. Okay, right here and right here. I don't want a score mark all the way through. Okay, so 6 inches. Score I think I score that side a little bit wrong. Okay, there we go. And then I'm going to do the same on this one. 6 inches. And I'm going to move it up, and I'm going to score just to that cut mark. Okay? And that is all that we need our trimmer for at this point. So we're going to fold these. So they're going to be essentially, they're going to be put together like this, okay? Actually, like this. Yeah. All right, so we're going to score these, fold these the same, okay? So I'm going to fold this one over the front and then back. And then these two little score marks are going to go, so this one is going to go forward. Oh, that big one is going to go back. And then these two are going to come forward. And then that one's going to go back. Okay. There we go. And this one will actually fold this way. So that's the first piece, and we're going to fold the next one just like it. All right, so fold it over. And if, again, you know, it's just paper, so if you fold it wrong, you can always fold it back. Okay, so those 2 points come out. And the big one goes back. And it's black paper, so it's even harder to see. And there we go. All right, so now I'm going to just flip them so they are essentially like this, okay? Now I'm going to take a piece of red cardstock. Actually, I'm going to just take a piece of tape. Piece of little Scotch tape here. And I'm going to tape these together on the front and on the back. So I'm going to line them up. Make sure they're nice and straight. And you're going to, like that and like that. Okay? So I have, boy, my camera is just really out of, let's see, does that, oh, that did not help. Crooked. Seeing all the things. This is what happens when Jamie starts messing with things, right? Ooh. Well, now we're lopsided. Ooh, that was almost good right there. Well, it's kind of straight. What do you, I don't know. All right, so that's as straight as I'm probably going to get it at this point. I just need to remember I need to be here. Okay, so now I have that taped on the front, and I'm going to just put a little piece of tape on the back on that seam. Now, notice they're not overlapping. They're just bumped up against each other. And we're going to be gluing a piece of cardstock over that, and that'll keep it all nice and okay. All right, get my glue. And so this piece of cardstock is 5 3/4 by 3.75, I believe. Okay. Then I'm going to take another piece and I'm going to just flip it over and I'm going to glue it right over that tape spot on the back. Alrighty. So that's our first section. And, you know, this card comes with so many pieces. So we're gonna dig through here. And I'm just gonna get some pieces. So you should have 12 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay? And then you will have 12 of these white ones. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, so there's all of those. Let's go ahead and we're going to get those pieces glued together. I'm going to move this up and I'm just going to grab my little silicone mat here so that if I get glue. Okay, so a little bit of glue. Centered. Now this paper, I got it at Hobby Lobby because Stampin' Up! Does not have a black and white gingham that I know about. And I just really felt like the ladybugs needed to be on the black and white gingham. So there's 4. Now for class, I pre-cut all of these, but I am going to give you an instruction sheet with all the measurements so that you are able to create this card again. I think I have one too many white ones, so we'll put that back in the bag. There we go. And then we're going to glue these right onto our base so that they will be done and out of the way when we work on our next part. Okay. All right, so those are our 12 pieces, and I'm going to show you where those go on our card. Set those to the side. So we're going to glue those pieces here, here, and here. And then we'll glue them in the same spots on the other side. So I'm going to put a little glue. Liquid glue oozes, so here we are. Like that. All right. And you know, this card could be so much fun for like a 50th anniversary, or you know, this is a mantle card. This is a card that you display for all the time. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. One. And you could really decorate each panel however you would like. The versatility is just amazing. 1, 2, 3. And the third one. Last one. All right, so now those pieces are done and they are out of the way. Let's go ahead and check over here. And I'm going to go ahead and grab, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I need 6 red pieces that are the mats for that. Those are not them. So I have all the pieces from class here in the bucket. So let me see if I set those somewhere else. It looks like I might be short some pieces, so we'll just go ahead and cut them. So I have 6 of these, and then I need 6 red ones that are going to be 1 3/4 by 5 3/4. Got some real red cardstock here. So we're going to cut this at 5 3/4. And then 1 3/4, and I need 6 of them. 1, 2, 3. There's 3. 4, 5, and 6. All right. Lane swerve. That's okay. Now I'm going to mat these on here like this, okay, on all 6. And then this one will go here, and I know my reds are off but by the time I get everything put on here, it will be fine. Glue this one right there. And then this one goes here. Okay, now I'm going to glue the next piece, and it's going to go on this end right here. Now the next one, before I go to the other side, this one will go on the back of that end side. Okay. So I'm going to just flip this over and glue this right there. Okay, so that's that side. Now the last two are going to go all the way at this other end, front and back of this end. Okay. There we go. And I'm going to flip this over just like that, and this is going to go on the back side just like that. Okay, so now we get to do the stamping, all the stamping, so much stamping. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just fold this like this, and I'm going to just set it aside because we have all the stamping pieces to do now. So we have 2 squares, but I'm short. This is 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. So I'm going to grab this. I have some extra white cardstock right here. And I'm going to cut 2 pieces that are 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. I'm pretty sure I just did that at 3 1/2. Oh, no, that was 3 3/4. Awesome. I did not mess it up. You know, it's because I have not had any caffeine today, and I can't have any for another hour or so. All right, so we have those 2 pieces, and then we have this one piece that goes in the center. And then we have 2 pieces that go at the ends. So it's kind of like a scene. I'm trying to get all the pieces in the camera, but I guess I just can't. I'm really struggling this morning. So we're going to all right, so I'm going to get my stamp platform. I'm going to stamp Hostess here because I want my images to be perfect. Okay, and I have a piece of paper under here. It's kind of already inky, and it's just perfect for my project. So I'm going to stamp because I have several things in red I need to stamp and some things in black. And I really wish I knew where my other piece was, but I don't. So because I don't often use it, the piece that goes, you know, the second door. So we'll just do it to it. Okay, so first we're gonna use Slim Sayings, and we're gonna put "You Are One of a Kind" down the center. And I forgot to take my pad out because we're gonna be using a red rubber mounted stamp. So we do not need the pad for that. And I'm gonna place it on my stamp platform where I think I want it. Right there looks good. Pick that up. Grab my Memento ink. Should be nice and juicy. I'm going to take my, give it a little rub. Ooh, that's not a bad image at all. I'm going to give it one more time. I did re-ink my pad just before the video, so it is a little blotchy, but hopefully we can even that out. There we go. You are one of a kind. Go ahead and take and wipe that down. My thing is a little saturated, so we're done with this one. You are one of a kind. All done. Perfect. And I'm going to put that back in its case. And then I'm also using the happy birthday from the Slim Sayings, and it's a long stamp, but I wanted it to be 2 layers, so I cut it, and I can put it back together if I want it long. So I want happy birthday there, and I have other red on this, but because I am using 2 different types of stamps, because the ladybug stamps are photopolymer, I can't do them on the same. Let me grab my ink. I'm going to do red ink and garden green. Red and garden green. Those are the colors we're going to use. So we're going to, real red, we're going to open that up. Stamp our happy birthday there at the bottom. Ooh, that's a nice image. There we go. And then I'm going to wipe off that, put my mat back in. That's all the photopolymer. Oh no, we'll do one more photopolymer here in a little bit, or red rubber. But I'm going to grab my flowers. Okay. And I'm going to put them right there. Okay. Oh, forgot my mat. So that I get a nice and good image. Okay. Now I'm going to decide. I think I want those right there. So I'm going to put that there, pick them up, stamp them. That looks good. And I want one more set, but I'm just going to kind of move my paper and kind of just, oh, not there. Like right there. Okay. And I'm going to put my magnets down to hold my paper in place. My magnet broke, so in case you're wondering. Okay, just like that. Now I have 2 sets of flowers. And then in this, there's these 3 little dots, and I'm going to use those to accent around my paper. So let me grab a little block. Okay, there we are. And I'm going to take the green, garden green, and I'm going to just set this right here. Just work on my stamp platform. And I'm going to put some little green dots all around. Okay, just to give it a little something something, adds a nice little touch. Okay, and if you get any smudges or boo-boos, you can always add some more. We'll be doing quite a bit of those, so I'll just leave that out and open. All right. We will be coming back to the green and the red and the green and the red on the next panels. So that is our first panel. We're going to set that aside, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab my 2 square panels. Those will be next. And these ones will have, first I'm going to start off with the leaves. And you know, I'm just going to be putting my leaf down, and then I'm going to rotate my paper. I'm going to move my red flowers off to the side, because you know, we just are going to rotate our paper and it's going to be real random. I'm going to give it one more so it's much crisper and darker. Rub it with my tool here. There we go. Ooh, so much better. And then I'm just going to kind of rotate my paper a little. You know, they're leaves. They don't have to be in any specific spot. Ooh, I like that. Ink that up. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and set that over here, and I'm going to grab my other piece. And I don't want them to be exactly the same, you know, because it's just random. And that's the nice thing with this stamp Hostess. You know, the base is big enough where you can move your paper and adjust it to fit your needs, especially when you're trying to random stamp. And, you know, with big solid images like that, having it magneted down so I can double stamp makes it very nice. All right, so I'm going to just move that over there. And I'm just kind of playing with, you know, letting it do its thing. No rhyme or reason. This is the third card I have made, and I will tell you that none of them have been the same at all. All right, so before I take my leaf stamp off, I am going to get my little pieces, my two little rectangle pieces, and they're each going to get a leaf as well. So I thought, you know, why not? Let's just get it done. Here we go. There we go. There's one. And then we'll add one more to this side. All right, and there is all of the leaves. So I am officially done with all the leaves. So I'm going to wipe my platform off best I can. And then I'm going to bring back in those flowers. And I'm just going to set them right here in the middle because we're going to randomly stamp those as well. All right, so I'm gonna, that will work. Here we are. Going off the page, I know I need a sentiment. And I will also be fussy cutting some flowers, but this would say, I thought this would save me time on the amount of flowers I need to fussy cut. Because, well, let's face it, nobody wants to fussy cut this many flowers. Because I would like my flowers to overlap my leaves a little. Okay. All right. So that is, and I don't, oh, I do have some flowers on this one. You might as well add some on this one so that all the panels have a little bit of flower. You know, like I said, no two of these are ever the same. Alright, so that is all the flowers I need for now. Now I'm going to do the sentiments, and I'll just put the sentiments on black because or on blocks because they're pretty easy. So I'm going to go ahead and set that over to the side. I do need it again when we do the, oh, I need this. I will need it again when I do the, what is that thing? You know, the band, the belly band. So now I'm just going to give my random green dots. Okay.